And we're back with Unforgettable Conversations, Season 4, Episode 7. And we got the skipper. We have Santiago.
Yo.
And we have Donnie Darko.
What's up?
Yeah, pull this closer for us. So that way we're not... no, I can hold it. That way we won't have to throw our heads all around.
Oh, wait, does it reach out there or what?
What?
The mics or the...
Actually, yeah, I can just pull this table closer, huh?
My whole head yanks forward.
I know. Can it? There we go. So we started pretty much a marathon race, and you're gonna start from the bottom.
They come on with the lights. They think it's Christmas.
Well, that's your fault.
We're in March.
We're in Danny's
we're in
room.
February.
So the beginning of the year, we started a challenge, and it was gonna be let's see who can get 3 months in the most amount of miles walked, ran, whatever form, doesn't matter as long as you're not in a car. I mean, the app doesn't allow you. And there's leaderboards, and whoever's on top pretty much ranks up if they beat them with more miles that day or whatever. So right now, Alex is going to read out from bottom to top. And Alex, why don't you let us know who's at the bottom?
So apparently, like we're 7 people, but it doesn't even categorize the last person as a contestant, which is Danny Jimenez, and he's not even in the race technically, but he is there. 0 miles. Mm-hmm. Sixth place would be Kez, and that's 13.1. We have Jackie, fifth place, 14.85. Sadi at fourth place, 22. James at 40.06 miles. Yeah, attaboy. And then we got Jolito, second place at 49.63. 49. And then me at 88.98. I'm so close to 89.
Oh, I know. You're so close to 89. I'm so close to 50.
Yeah, that's true. And
I'm
then
close to 1.
Dude, there was a little period of time that I was like, oh my goodness, James is like a mile and a half away from me. And then I was like, okay, today I put in another 5 miles.
You did put in a lot of miles because I was telling James like, hey, he's catching, or like he's trying to like basically create some distance and some space between you both, I guess.
Yeah, but he was like super close because I think at one point he was like 12 miles away from me.
Oh,
and then
he caught
up to like I think like almost like right about like 1.5 or almost 2 miles away.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, oh man, like I gotta actually put some time in.
Well, we still have some time. We still have 45 days. That's a month and a half, right? And
yeah. Dude, you're not gonna. I can almost bet money you're not gonna get like anywhere close to us.
How much on bet?
Oh,
I already have $20 that I'm gonna lose to Alex.
Why?
So, because
whoever gets to 200 first.
It's whoever wins.
Whoever wins. Oh, okay.
We're not gonna be able to hit 2. I mean, if you hit 200,
he can hit 200.
I'll give you an extra $10.
Okay.
Which you might, but I don't know. I doubt it, dude. It's like what'd you say, a month?
A month and a half. 45, 43 days actually.
That's not bad. No, if he actually starts running, he'll get there.
I'll give you an extra. I know.
That's funny because I don't run actually.
You just walk.
I just walk.
Yeah.
Walker, man.
If you do
I hurt myself.
if you do 200 miles, I'll give you an extra $5. I'm already gonna.
No,
give
you said $10. You said $10. He said $10.
$10.
I didn't shake on it though.
Well, I physically.
So
I'll shake on the 5.
Here's what we know.
$5.
Here's what we
Extra
learned
$5 if you
He's
hit
not a
200.
man of his word. That's just what we learned. That's just out of the last 45 seconds. That's what I've learned.
Fine, $10.
$10. No, make it 20. Make it 20 so you can show bro amigos this is real.
Yeah.
Well, I'm already giving you $20.
Another $20.
Another 20. Just do it.
No, $10 fine.
No, $10.
Okay.
I'll give you
20.
$30. I'll give you $30.
There you go.
If
I actually make it to 200, but he'll still give me $20 if I beat him.
If you beat me,
At the end of 43
I
days.
don't know, dude. I'm getting close. I'm at 50.
No, that's true. I mean,
but
we'll
Danny, I'll bet you $10. Dude, I'll bet you $20 that you can't beat James.
Where you at, James?
40.
Oh, that's high. I'll take that bet.
All right, $20. You can't beat James.
He's got a 40 mile head start.
James, I'll bet you $20.
There you go.
I'll beat you.
Oh, you know what? That's smart. That's smart. Like, say you bet me $20 that I can't beat James, and then you bet James $20 that he can't beat me. Either way, you're not paying anybody. You get that?
Yeah.
Because you're just giving the other person $20.
What do you think I was doing over here?
Well, no, you messed up because you were saying that you're gonna beat James.
Well, I am going to be James.
Okay.
Oh, we don't know. James
know
is
that.
quiet right now,
No.
but
We don't know. You might luck out, and me and James both beat you.
What are you guys going to do? Run me over?
break your legs.
Break my legs before the end of the month?
Might happen, you know.
Yeah, that could happen.
No,
Anything's
never know.
possible.
Anything's
Yeah.
possible. Just
I want to do a bet.
You
I want to
should
bet on
insure
you
your
guys,
legs.
but I don't know how. Like, I want to like come up with something really good where like Danny like has to catch up. Like it's something like he can't
Sell him your truck.
no.
I'll sell him your truck. Bet him your truck. Maybe like, well, that's what I want to do next. The next round, once we finish this race, I want to do another race for the end of the year, or like at least 4 months, 5 months, gives us plenty of time, and actually have like how Danny mentioned, loser has to like get pranked. type
Yeah,
of deal.
like technically, winner doesn't get anything. Like, but the loser has to get pranked or something.
yeah, like
So-
they have to like I don't know, like
It only makes the person in last place just be like, I don't want to be in last place.
Yeah.
You know, keep.
you
You know.
have to eat hot dogs.
Oh, then I would
No-
want to
no
lose.
buns.
Oh no.
Yeah.
No, just the buns.
Just the buns with mayo. Oh.
'Cause I think
Not
I think
bad.
there's more pride in not being last than it is not being first. You know what I mean? Like,
That's true.
Let me
like
think
all
about
of us really don't care to be first.
I do.
To quote the great Ricky Bobby.
Excuse me.
If you're not
80,
first, you're last.
89 miles
89
over here.
miles.
Yeah.
Okay, but now you've
But
gotten,
also-
you've gotten the lead, so you're like, I'm kind of ahead. Like you could keep going, and they're not,
I want to hit
nobody's gonna catch
200.
up.
I want to win 200.
I'm
I
trying
want
to
to get to
run. I'm
200.
trying to run this guy over the next time I see him.
Well, there you go.
No, I
But
need
what
my
I'm saying
legs.
is the majority of the group, like, there's more pride. Well, actually, there's nothing bad right now. Like,
What-
if you're last, there's nothing. There's
Yeah,
no prank or anything. There's no punishment.
Well, we
This
just
is
keep
coming from
burning
the
you
guy
out.
who's in last.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I don't really care that I'm last right now. You know.
So we need.
So let's actually
next
come up with
time,
something for
come up
next
with-
time. Like,
Why don't you bet him right now?
What?
bet him
If
what?
he doesn't get up to like beat Jackie,
I know. I'm sure he could beat Jackie.
he beats James.
Hey, that's my wife.
I'm sure he could
He's
beat
off.
James's
Keep
I
wife.
believe in her.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm sure you
He's
could
gonna
beat
slap her in
James's
the
wife.
That just sounds weird.
Hey,
Hey, that's his sister.
That's his. That's
his
James
sister.
is like that's his sister.
It's like, and that's my cousin. It's like what? What?
I bet you could beat his mom's daughter's.
That's correct.
That's it.
Yeah, that's Jackie.
Don't go from there.
Yeah.
Niece.
His mom's
I mean-
daughter's sister's sister.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, because we're brothers and sisters in Christ.
No.
Oh.
No, because
Come on, man.
Hey, did you guys hear about John Wick 4?
Oh, he died.
No, that was
No.
Chadwick.
Oh, that's Chadwick.
Yeah.
So-
That's old. That happened like what? How long ago was that?
last year.
2020.
2020?
Oh, I thought that was last year.
What was it?
It might have been last
dude?
year. I don't know. I'm just throwing out numbers.
2020.
Yeah.
No,
It just
John Wick
2020
chapter
just seems
4.
like the year to die. You know, like
That's true.
That'd be
A
the
lot.
year. You know,
lot.
Kobe,
2020, man.
Kobe.
COVID. Did you say Kobe or COVID?
Killer bees.
Kobe.
You guys remember
Oh.
the killer bees?
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
The
Like
Bees?
killer-
that killed a
what is
lot of people.
Japanese or
that's it.
they actually killed people.
Where?
They
It was
could
in the
kill people.
U.S.
Yeah.
Killer bees.
That
Yes.
potentially killed a
Those,
lot.
like,
of
killer
people.
Nah.
bees. Why do you think they're called killer bees?
Hypothetically, it killed a lot of people.
Where are they now? Not the dead people, but the bees.
Hypothetically, that's
They're in
it's a
hibernation.
hypothetical.
It's a hypo-
They might have not died, but hypothetically, they could have.
No, but yeah, chapter 4 is coming out.
Chapter 4.
What? Of what?
John
John Wick.
Oh, I was like killer bees.
And killer bees,
Chapter
dude.
4.
They're coming
They're
out in the
gonna
movie.
be in the movie.
They have turrets.
They killed his dog.
Oh
They stole
god.
his car.
Oh man.
But yeah, dude.
They should add John Wick to. Oh, did you guys see that one post where it's like they added John Wick to Avengers?
Oh, I seen
really?
it like where they do that
Yeah.
like that scene where the portals are opening and then all the like heroes are coming out, right? And then
Yeah.
John Wick comes out too. Who
Oh,
is
really?
gone.
No. So what they do is they say like Thanos is like, "Where's the last Infinity Stone?" They're like, "Oh, it's in that dog over there." And then like 2 minutes later, John Wick just comes out. "Where's my dog?"
Oh, I haven't seen that one. That's funny.
Yeah.
Dude, have you seen the one where it's Breaking Bad?
Oh yeah,
the guy, the
He
drug
crushes
dealer.
up the
Yeah, he crushes.
crystals or the,
Yeah, Thanos is about to snap his fingers,
Oh,
and he
yeah.
realizes they're not on the gauntlet. And what was his name? Tico
I
or
never
something
saw- I
like that
never
from
saw the
Breaking
show.
Bad.
I saw the show, but I just don't
And
remember.
he's like crushing them and sniffing them. He's like, tight. And then somehow he has like Thor's hammer because he just did like the Infinity Stones crushed up. He snorted them, and he beats up
Thor.
Thanos.
I mean Thanos. Yeah.
But we do
Thor's
not
hammer.
advertise drug use
Or violence.
or violence.
Just smelling salts.
What is the what's the saying, James?
Are we talking about Dare?
No. I'm saying what's the saying as far as we don't advertise it, we don't condone it,
Oh, we don't advocate for it.
we don't advocate for it.
Yeah.
It just happens. It just
Yeah,
happens.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. You know, we can't do much about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's out there.
Stimulants are okay though.
Yeah, stimulate your senses.
Stimulate
As long
your
as it's
senses. As long as it's or caffeine.
How is
or
that not
5 grams,
drugs?
We promote
I'm
it.
pretty sure that's not
I mean, did
FDA
you?
approved.
It actually is FDA approved. The FDA actually
FDA.
allows you to eat it if you want to.
Fada.
I feel like I have a nosebleed now.
Dude, did you guys see The Last of Us episode 5?
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the fourth or fifth
Oh
one.
my
The
goodness.
6th one's coming out on Sunday.
I know.
Oh, I gotta
I
catch
can't
up.
wait for
Gotta
that.
catch up, dude.
man.
Have you been watching it, James?
No, I haven't.
Dude.
It's
Do you
good,
like
man.
zombie movies
Yeah.
or zombie shows?
I don't like zombie shows, and I like it.
yeah.
That's how
It's
good it is.
Okay,
Dang.
so it originated from a video game.
Yeah,
right?
Naughty
Yeah, right.
Dog came out with the whole concept. This was like 10 years ago, and the whole video game is based off of like two individuals, Joel and Ellie, and you guys have watched the show. You guys have caught up to episode 5, right? James hasn't watched it, but dude, like I always told him, like I always told you
Yeah,
guys, it was my
you would.
favorite video game. I would always
This
talk
was
about
a long
it.
time ago
Yeah.
because the first one that came out was back in like
2005.
20 what?
You're just making up.
I'm just throwing out numbers. guys.
It was like what, 2015?
No, way before that, like
2014?
2012. I remember it was like
remember
when we graduated.
You told me about it, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." Like, I'm
He
down.
didn't care.
I'm down to try it.
Oh, that's cool.
No, I played it for a little bit. Then I got like, I was
This is
like, "Oh,
back
you're
when-
shooting at like other people."
This is back when he used to think of you as an NPC. Like, he was just like, I know this guy. from
NPC, not
college."
playable
Yeah.
character.
I know this guy from college.
But no, because I played it with you, and then I was like, "Oh, you're just shooting out other people." I didn't see any zombies when we played it. So I was like,
yeah,
"Eh."
I would play multiplayer, and that's
Yeah.
what you did. You like
I didn't
created.
even know there was multiplayer.
Yeah,
That's
there
crazy.
was.
Yeah, like it was like you were in a little group and you would kill people. It's kind of like Call of Duty, but like
Yeah.
in third person point of view. Anyways, so the first one came out. It was a great game, and then the second, The Last of Us 2 came out too. And I mean,
That gives me hope for season 2, dude.
oh, I'm sure there's gonna be a season 2 because it's like. I'm not gonna like try to spoil a lot of things, but it goes into like years worth of like
Oh, okay.
well,
Well, I mean, right off the
of the
bat,
story.
like, the first episode, it kicks you
Jumps.
off from like one scene being like 2003 to the next scene being 2013.
Yeah, it
So
jumps
it's like
years
boom,
later.
like oh, what the heck? Like after what a minute and a half,
Mm-hmm.
in, you're already like into like 10 years into the apocalypse or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you
So-
think it's actually accurate to the game though?
Oh yeah, 100%. So it actually creates so like the first episode, like from beginning to end, is exactly like the game, how you start off and how you like get to a certain point.
But you mentioned in the first episode that they did a little more
Explaining.
right?
Yeah, so I like that about the show that just came out with Pedro Pascal and how they explained
Such a great actor.
the
He's a good
big
actor.
yeah, he's Peruvian, and they started off with the story of what or how like I guess people kind of got infected, and then they go into it more in detail here than in the video game, which is cool because it gives you like a if you play the video game, then now you have like a more knowledge of
More
like so
detailed
this is what
backstory
happened
for all
or
the
why this
characters.
happened. Yeah,
Right.
you just gotta watch it, James. Do you have HBO?
No, but I'm gonna
Okay,
have to
but you
get
have a
it now.
computer, right? Illegally
You got-
watch it.
you
Yeah.
got soap.
I'll give you the.
He'll send you the link.
don't let-
We
no,
don't
I'll
believe
send you
in,
the
and
link,
we
yeah.
don't condone.
We don't condone it. It just
anything illegal.
happens.
It just happens.
It happens.
We might go to downtown LA and buy like those fake or the bootlegs,
Amazon
thin
Fire Sticks.
DVDs.
Do they still make those?
Yeah, like
think they
get
still
$3
do.
for $5.
for $5.
This is what happens when we're not in the studio. We don't have any rules to look at. So
I know.
we're just breaking
No
everything.
laws, just chaos.
Oh wait, are we not
Wild
supposed
West.
to? No, it's just
No, you know what? What happens in my room happens in my room.
Yeah.
We'll just
You
leave it
know,
at that.
you know what's crazy about that game though? I didn't know until you told me afterwards that it wasn't really like zombies. It was more like infected.
I've always liked that idea better than zombies.
Infected people.
yeah.
I've always liked that idea better than zombies because zombies, it's unreal. Like there's more of a
undead.
chance for infected
Yeah.
to happen than for undead coming back to life as monsters.
Yeah. So you're right. Technically, they're not zombies. They're actually like, well, if you were to explain it to, people, it would be like zombie-like. But the whole concept of like the fungus infecting like
Fungus infection,
a living person or body, and then kind of taking
Which
control.
is possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is possible.
Taking control of
There's
that
actually
person.
a lot of people have been posting. There's this fungi that actually
His name is
gets-
Kawhi Leonard. He's a fun guy.
No, there's this
Fun guy.
there's this fun guy that gets inside ants and actually turns them into like zombies.
That's how Kawhi Leonard laughs. He's a fun guy.
Oh. No, but no, there's actual ants that like get infected.
Yeah.
And they actually start growing like spores of like mushrooms on them and fungi because of the fact that they're being infected and eaten from the inside out.
That's crazy, man.
Which is crazy.
Trip.
And then like later on, all the other ants like excommunicated pretty much because they can sense that it's no longer part of like the pack, and like it gets kind of like thrown out, and it just wanders around until it like completely gets fully stiff, and then just sprouts more spores.
Wait, where's that from?
That's real life. That's
Oh, that actually
from
happened.
that's nature.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's crazy. Good show.
Great show.
Highly
Yeah.
recommend it. It's a good show, James. If you whenever you have time,
Check it out.
I got to catch up just because I haven't watched the.
Your
fourth and
favorite
fifth.
episode was episode 3, right?
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
Dude, that's why I asked you. I was like, was he like that? And then you even told me like, yeah, he was like that in the game.
The main guy, Joel.
No. Bill.
Oh yeah.
The story of
Yeah.
Bill, the background of Bill. So I was like, oh, okay. So they didn't like make it up.
No.
Like it was actually part of it. Like,
Yeah, but they
somewhat.
created a whole episode for him, which is,
Which I thought
Yeah,
that
I
kind
thought it
of
was pretty cool.
sucked at the end, where it's like
Oh.
I thought there was gonna be more of him,
yeah.
which I kind of burned it out for you guys, but you guys got to watch it either way.
Yeah,
It's a
you
great
burned it out.
episode.
Yeah, episode 2 was they were en route to the like they were leaving, right?
Leaving to find his cousin, no brother.
Yeah. Well, so episode 1 ends with them finding out about her.
You're spoiling it.
Right. No, I'm not spoiling. I'm just saying they're finding out about her, and then episode 2 it starts off from there, right?
Right.
I didn't
Where
like
they're
episode.
leaving.
I didn't like episode 4 though.
Okay, I haven't watched it, so
You haven't watched episode 4 either.
No.
Episode 4.
Yeah,
Trying to think
it
what
was
it was
it was
about.
all right. I mean, it was just kind of like all right. It's just more.
I
Story
like
to
episode
it.
5. Episode 5 brings out
5
a lot
was
of
the best.
emotion.
so
Five, you're gonna be like, what
Yeah.
the heck, dude?
Episode 5
Yeah.
reminds me a lot of episode 1 because episode 1 was probably my
Yes.
favorite
Yeah.
until episode 5. Then I'm just like, what?
So all I have to say is like,
Yeah.
the first video game, like amazing, I loved it, and then when the second one came out, like I immediately had to buy it and like play it, and the story was just as great, if not even better than the first one.
That's
just 'cause
rare.
it's a new story,
That's rare.
but with same characters, and you're like, dang, dude, like I was like, it's just so into the video game, and at the end, it just left you like speechless. Like even the ending was like,
You're
dang.
like, with tears in your eyes.
Maybe, yeah,
Yeah.
like internally,
Did,
but I mean,
did the
crazy.
first video game connect with the second video game?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Because like
smoothly
sometimes,
and perfectly.
Okay, yeah, because sometimes they'll
And
do
it's-
like the first video game, the second video game is like new characters and everything.
Yeah.
What the heck
Changes
happened?
everything.
It
Yeah.
new characters, new settings, and but it's also really great.
Oh, okay.
Like you guys would love it if you. I always tell them they should play the video game. Like
What
it's
was
just
it on PS3?
they have
or
it on
PS4?
every platform now.
No, they don't? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
PS4. It came out originally with PS3, PS4, and now PS5 and PC, and I think Xbox maybe has it. I'm not 100% sure.
Possibly.
Yeah.
You guys ever play any other games that were just like the story mode was just like,
Danny, I think are thinking about Horizon Zero Dawn. Did you like that story?
I liked it.
Yeah.
I still haven't finished it, but I like it. I want to play the second one too.
Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
I have
That
so
was
many
good?
games.
Yeah, that
so many
was good.
games to play right now. Like right now,
like
everybody,
story wise?
all of us got Harry Potter, or not Harry Potter, Hogwarts. But it's about like similar.
Okay.
That one's actually really fun.
Mm.
Really, really fun. Yeah, but I still have to play Gotham Knights. Like I have a lot of games.
Tim always
finish.
talked about the Gotham games,
Yeah.
and those look like they were a good story, and then
yeah.
just detail to it was pretty awesome. Remember Sly Cooper?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That one was
But
actually.
I
pretty
would
good
not
story.
recommend. Excuse me. I would not recommend going back and playing it because I tried that.
Oh no, yeah.
I downloaded an emulator on my PC and
Gave you a virus.
No, that's legal. It's legal. That's legal.
Yeah.
I downloaded an emulator. I
You
was
got a
able to
virus?
play like those PS2 games.
Oh yeah.
Sly Cooper, and no, it was
Graphics
just
suck.
Graphics just suck.
it wasn't even the graphics. It was
Story?
the story. I was just like, this is what we thought was so great. Like,
Well, it was
ruined
also back then. I mean,
I know
like we were
that's what I'm saying.
kids.
That's why I wouldn't recommend it because it's like games now compared to games then. Like
that's
it just
true.
ruins it. Like you're just like it's one dimensional. Like other games, like there's like it's a whole world. Like you can do whatever you want. That one
Really.
that one was
Yeah,
was
I
interesting.
get, I get what you mean though. Like sometimes, like the game is like, oh, bad guy, he did a bad thing. Let's go
Yeah.
get him. Versus
Right.
nowadays, it's like the
You
guy
can be the
killed
bad
my
guy.
dog. I gotta go get him.
Yeah. Like certain games right now, it'll give you certain options. Like you can be the bad guy if you want. Like
that's true.
You're allowed to be. You can make whatever decisions you want.
Do you guys remember Left 4 Dead, the multiplayer one, where you can actually be one of the zombies?
I never
Oh,
played
yeah.
One
that.
of the infected.
I have,
oh, dude,
I have
that
both
was
of those
awesome.
games actually on my PC.
Oh, Left 4
That's
Dead.
cool.
Oh,
Because
dude,
me-
those games are. Oh,
Me and the cousins.
It was
will
fun in
play.
Xbox, huh?
yeah, dude. That's where you would play it the most. Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's the only platform.
Yeah,
actually
they had
it
it.
on. That game was just. Oh, that's one of the best.
Didn't
ones.
we
I
want to
think-
play like a couple months ago? Like we were saying, like, we need to get Xbox.
Yeah, we were contemplating actually purchasing a an Xbox system and then just going to find that game and playing it because I think it was sick.
I have it.
You have it?
I've been playing with Isaac and Tim and Jake.
Oh, okay.
We'll play, and yeah, it's fun.
James, did you play any video games? Any like stories you remember? Any GTA?
I haven't played games in like forever. Those
It's like I'm not a child.
the last one I can think of was like GTA 5.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
that thing's still
Yeah.
around. Believe it or
Yeah,
not.
no, people
That's
play the
crazy.
multiplayer, right?
It's a trip because it's like every year. Like when did that game first come out?
Oh, like
Years ago.
8,
dude.
10 years ago?
Yeah, at least.
Yeah,
No, not less.
maybe more.
2016.
Yeah, maybe like
2016?
2014, 2015.
No,
somewhere in there.
no. Not
He's gonna start
2016.
making up numbers.
No.
2007.
1980. No. Honestly, it was probably something like that, like 2005 or something like that.
Oh.
No,
no.
it wasn't that
GTA
old.
5? No.
No, it was like
Somebody look it up.
2015.
Somebody look it up.
It was like
Because it was,
Not
I think it was
2015.
PS3.
Let me tell you why.
No.
Because 2016, I graduated high school. It came out
It was
when I was still.
2018.
It came out when
It
I was
must have been
still.
2018,
Listen,
dude.
it
No, because
came out-
2005 was like
bro.
GTA 3.
Check.
Dude,
Check.
because
Or like
they had
Vice City.
Vice City,
That's what I'm
Liberty
thinking.
City.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
they
thinking.
had San Andreas. Remember
GTA
those?
4. Oh, yeah, San Andreas. That one was,
That one was sick.
That
Dude,
one was
I used
sick.
to love Liberty City.
2013.
2013.
2013.
September
Still.
2013.
Dang, it's
That's
10,
10
years
ago.
10 years ago.
Literally
That's
That's what I
Wow.
said. 8 to 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But dude, I
Wow.
heard that the map on that was crazy.
Oh, yeah. It was a great map.
You know-
GTA 5,
You
yeah.
know who?
Yeah.
You know what map was even bigger than that though? Let's see if you
Hold
guys
on.
can get it. Starts with an F.
Is it a GTA game?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm just comparing the map from GTA to the map on.
I thought you were going to say
on this-
Skyrim.
No,
Skyrim was one of the big
Fallout.
ones.
Fallout.
Fallout.
Fallout?
Yeah.
There's an
Which
even
Fallout?
bigger.
I think either the original Fallout
New
or Fallout
Vegas?
New Vegas. Yeah.
Probably
New
New
Vegas
Vegas.
was fun.
Yeah.
That thing, like, dude, the
I
maps
could never
were
get
just
into those
massive.
games. I don't know why.
I would see posts like, oh yeah, this is pretty much the map for GTA 5, and it's like, oh man, like that's massive. It's pretty much the city of LA,
Yeah, it
and
was a
then
big
it
one.
show like Fallout, and
You
it'd be
know,
like just dwarfs it, like it's just massive.
I'll do you one even better. You know what's even bigger than that? What open world is bigger than that?
Little Big Planet,
No.
Minecraft.
No.
Minecraft,
Good. I mean, I guess that's a good guess.
but that's like different planets,
yeah, that's
different
like,
maps.
I
Yeah.
guess that's like never ending. Actually, technically,
Narnia.
You know, no. Microsoft Flight Emulator. Or,
Oh, a
what's it
flight
called?
simulator.
Flight simulator.
Yeah, no, because it's the
It's
whole world.
Oh, really?
Legit, you can play it around the whole. Or like you can fly.
Can fly wherever you want. I
But
downloaded it.
is it
and
actually like
it's hard.
Like,
Like,
game,
you
though?
have to be a pilot or something.
You have to know the controls.
because you actually have to like mess with the controls on there, and I'm like, I can't fly this thing. Like,
People actually use it to like people that are like actually like.
yeah,
try to get their license.
Well, no, I don't think so. But I mean,
you can
if
probably practice it.
you can
like
practice.
that,
You can like
dude.
have fun
Yeah.
while practicing, and also like just flying around.
Yeah.
And it's like the whole world.
Danny's like
Legit.
over here. Engine 2 is down. Engine 2 is down. Mayday, mayday, we're going down.
Oh man,
You know
Like,
what?
hey, Tijuana looks good. Like I'm gonna get some tacos and just crash lands it.
Okay, I just remembered another great game. I don't know if you guys. I think you might know about it. Maybe you, James.
Do you want to switch your headphones? Because I noticed that
It's on the other side. Or what?
yeah, the thing's on the other side, so it might be a little bit better.
He puts in one right here on his face.
What were you saying,
Oh, this feels
Alex?
great.
Oh, Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, you
Oh my
preach
gosh.
about that game. Dude, I want
Yes.
to get it.
Yes.
They had zombies too,
Dude,
huh?
the Bromigos.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yes, dude. They had the
Yeah,
Zombies
zombie
Yeah,
edition.
multiplayer too, right?
Yeah, they had multiplayer and then Red Dead Redemption 2. So you know what? It's actually very like,
It's like The Last of Us.
it's like The Last of Us, but it's more like
Western.
open world kind of
I
thing.
never liked Western games.
I actually do like
it is.
Western games. I don't
it's
know.
fun, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah.
if
Based off of the
they had it
1800s.
That was
for-
the only like Western game I actually liked.
Yeah.
Did they
it's
ever have
fun,
it for
dude.
It's like
PSP?
GTA, honestly.
I
Isn't
don't.
it?
They had the zombies one, I think.
I had
Kind of.
GTA.
I had
think.
a
Red
PSP
Dead Undead.
game that I don't know if it was that one, but it was literally just old Western.
I know what
style
you're talking
game.
about. They were the same creators that also made a Red Dead Redemption. I think it was a Rockstar. Or it was
Oh,
Rockstar.
yeah,
But
yeah.
Rockstar
So
made
Rockstar
like
made GTA.
Yeah, they made GTA and they made
Yeah, because
Red Dead
that
Redemption.
game was like you'd get off the horse,
you
you shoot
tasted it,
people, you'd
Rockstar?
chase down.
Oh yeah, I like Rockstars. The
Dude,
black ones.
Did you know
With
that the
red and
gold one, the gold Rockstar
The white
energy
one?
drink?
White and gold?
No, the not the original one. The gold, all gold Rockstar energy drink is the old formula that they used to sell. That's the original one.
Oh, no wonder it
Those
tastes
only
like
used to put
gasoline.
cocaine in it.
I don't know, probably, but it's the old formula because the new one, the like black
It's the
and
black
gold
and gold
one,
one.
is the new formula.
No,
I
the
like
new
it.
Honestly, the white and what is it? White and purple, or white
Yeah.
and gold. The zero calories, zero sugar ones. Those are actually really good. I actually like those.
I like smelling salts.
What?
I can't drink Red Bull anymore or Monster.
Oh yeah.
My wife said no. She said no mas.
Well, mineral waters.
I know. I want some now.
Just gotta drink water, dude.
I
Drink
am
water.
drinking water. And I'm
Romigos,
working out.
hydrate
and I'm
or
taking my
dihydrate.
vitamins.
Hydrate or
I'm going
dihydrate?
all out, dude.
What does dihydrate mean?
You die.
Drate?
Yeah.
What is
You have to.
You either hydrate or you dihydrate.
What's dihydrate?
You
what,
just
what
die.
does drate mean? I know what
What's a
die
drate?
means, but what does drate mean?
Drate is like the act of dying.
So hydrate is the act of getting high.
In a sense, yeah.
Interesting.
That's weird.
You hydrate. You get high with water.
Hey, what do you guys think is going on with these balloons, dude?
What balloons?
The
Dude, they're coming
the
for
Chinese
us.
balloons.
What Chinese balloons?
Chinese balloons, the weather balloons.
Oh, there's just been one, dude.
No,
Got shot
there's
down.
been 4.
Are they actual weather balloons?
Yeah.
Are they
Oh, no.
actual- is it
So
actually-
the
No, they're
first,
just UFOs.
the first one that
what I was
they
thinking.
shot down was the size of like 2 school buses. That's what they were comparing it to.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other 3 that they shot down recently,
What kind of balloon is that? Like, was it a square
a
balloon?
weather balloon.
It's a big like
Is it a
circle
big
weather-
hot air balloon, but it was clear and it was
It's
big.
a ball, like it's a sphere.
You've never seen it?
I just can't imagine 2 buses looking like a sphere. That's all.
No, it's the size of 2 buses. This is a comparison.
Yeah, but how can you fit two buses in a
moving
sphere?
on. So the other few that they shot down were like the size of a car. But a lot of people are saying like, oh yeah, they're UFOs. Some people are saying
a
like,
weird
no,
shaped
dude, like
car.
it was just like I don't know, some other type of spy satellite, something from China.
What
But,
if it's aliens? What if it is UFOs?
Do you think that? Do you believe in aliens?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Because
what makes you? What makes
we've
you
talked
think?
about this. We've had interactions. I've talked to one.
We don't know if that was aliens.
No, yeah,
That
dude.
was me in the bathroom. I had bad tacos that day.
We did. That's how they talk. I met one. His name is Alex.
Alex, is this true?
I don't know.
He's like, I can neither confirm nor deny.
No, but they shot
but
down.
we did have an interaction. That's why I say.
They shot down 4 of them already.
Oh, yeah?
One in Alaska, one in Canada, one in South Carolina, and then the original one was in Montana.
Yeah, Montana.
Montana,
What state is that? Oh no, the state is
state
Montana.
of Montana.
Oh, okay, never mind.
And then yeah, so they've been shooting all these down. One of them, they're claiming that it was like a project that they what's it called?
Like Elon Musk's project?
No, like a little kid made like a science project.
Oh my gosh, that big?
And it like just got away.
That
and like it
huge?
just kept going up,
way.
and then they shut it down. There's a post that it says a fighter jet used a $400,000 missile to shoot down a possible $12 science experiment. Imagine that.
No,
It's
way.
wild though.
So what? Like, I just don't understand how it. If it was actually a balloon,
Dude, like you
why
do
are
know
they
that
shooting
if we
it?
go into the backyard, we can actually make ourselves like a balloon with
A hot
material.
air
that-
balloon?
Yeah, with
In
stuff
other
that
words?
we find in like Home Depot, we could build a plane practically, and let it just.
But why are they shooting missiles at it? Why not like first?
Well,
shoot it
the
with a
first
gun?
one, was a weather balloon from China that they thought it was a spy balloon, so they shot it down. Then the other few, they believed that it was dangerous to commercial and civilians because either could crash into a helicopter, a plane could hit it, they could go into an engine. One of multiple different reasons that it could be dangerous just for in general.
Well, didn't Japan try to do something similar to that, like in World War II, with do you remember, Alex, and Mr. Wilson's class? He was talking about how after a certain point they started trying to they were sending balloons like this way with bombs on them, and so like when they would cross the Pacific Ocean, they would fall, and one actually fell in Sadako. I kid you not.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that. Well, just imagine that, but with the camera instead, so they could be because like the one that was over Montana, they were saying that it was going over a lot of military bases, and supposedly it could have been taking pictures.
Oh.
So that's what they believe was happening, and that's why they shut it down. And they were still trying to retrieve everything, like all the remains that remain
Yeah.
from the explosion. But
Dang,
yeah,
that's crazy.
I don't know. James, what do you think?
I have a lot of opinions on it. I
Give
mean,
us your opinions, dude.
I think that there is a huge potential for conflict. Like,
Yeah.
I've tremendously thought about this because you think throughout history and like you look at every great civilization that was ever in existence, like Alexander the Great at one time had so much land and he conquered so much. The Roman Empire, Great Britain, they've all like collapsed at some point.
Yeah.
And America, has been the superpower for an extremely long time. And
True.
What is it, like over 200 years? Or something like that?
so it's like we're bound to, face some sort of adversity at some point. And China seems like where it's going to come from.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, we've already given them such a huge window into like what's going. I mean, everything in our iPhone comes from China.
Yeah.
Most things that are manufactured come from China. And I wouldn't doubt it. Like I would not doubt that they're literally like spying on us
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
and
wouldn't
getting
doubt
intel.
Yeah. I mean, it's true.
Well, I mean, there's a whole thing with like TikTok too that like everybody's
Yeah,
talking
yeah,
about. Like, you're pretty much giving TikTok permission to go through your phone and all your personal documentation.
Yeah.
To help you or help suggest more better products and stuff like that. But it's also opening a door to them seeing your stuff.
One thing I saw that was like it's a conspiracy, which I don't know how I feel about that, but like I've seen stuff where people talk about TikTok literally being a mind-numbing thing, like they're trying to get at America's youth because it's like you're just getting blasted with a bunch of nonsense.
Oh, that's
Like
true.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, and people spend countless hours on that instead of like educating themselves or doing something. And it's
Yeah,
like,
that's true. Did you know that in China, TikTok actually shuts down? I think like at 7 p.m.
I wouldn't
It
doubt
shuts down, and then even all the stuff that they promote on their TikTok is all
It's
like
censored.
educated and censored.
Yeah.
So a lot of the stuff that they're just seeing is like, oh yeah, like random other non-dance or random pranks that you're seeing. Like it's
Yeah.
actual educational stuff that they're seeing on there. So who knows?
Interesting.
Well, and I think I talked to you guys about this a while back, but I can't remember if it was the CIA or the FBI, but one of our, like something within our government, one of those entities, they set up a new cybersecurity office, and I think it was the CIA, but the person that actually was the highest ranking official in that office within a month quit. And the reason he quit was he said there was no way we were going to keep up with China. He said they're not pouring enough money into like technology and cybersecurity. He was like, we're so far behind, like it's not even worth it.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt
And
it.
that's
I mean,
kind of freaky to think about. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like that's our own government. And like a guy literally like, you know, he's the expert in this, and he's like, you know, I quit. Like I don't even want to get involved.
Dang.
Well, I think that's what we were saying
right.
that not so long ago in a different podcast where we're saying like the government does sketchy things behind our backs that we don't know about.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, even with like the whole, what is it? The Twitter files
Yeah.
with Elon Musk buying Twitter and then releasing all like the information that pretty much Twitter was, what is it? What were they calling it? Ghost blocking or ghost. Like ghost blocking a lot of like other people that were like maybe leaning to the right.
Yeah.
They would like kind of like
Ban them.
kind
Or
of
what?
ban like ghost banning them, but like without them actually being banned. So, like they were just being like shut up. Like in other words, instead of like your stuff normally going out and hundreds of thousands
You're
of people
like
can see
the
it now,
tweets
only like
wouldn't be shown.
Yeah.
yeah,
Thing.
yeah, So stuff like that, and then he just let Trump back on too.
Yeah.
Which was crazy.
Yeah.
Well, and even like Google, like I read something not too long ago with this whole like abortion situation and them, you know, reversing the law. They were saying that the Google algorithms were actually preventing people from looking up pregnancy centers. Like pregnancy centers are more along the lines of like trying to help people keep a baby or like,
Right.
you know, help give them facts on why they should, you know, have a child
Right.
instead of like Planned Parenthood where it's like people advocating for abortion.
Right.
And Google would actually suppress that information and put the pregnancy centers lower than like Planned Parenthood.
That's crazy.
Oh dang, yeah. 'Cause
Abortion
you know
clinics
how like
and
they
things
have
of that
like
nature.
all
So-
of their sponsored stuff, and then
Yeah.
they have like, and then you have to go like 7 pages in just to find like what you're looking for if it wasn't there already.
That's a trip.
Well, have you guys ever read? He's one of my favorite authors. He actually is my favorite author, George Orwell. Have you ever read that book, 1984?
Oh, I've heard of it. Yeah.
I read it when I was like 12 or 13. I didn't fully grasp it then, but like rereading it like a few times, I'm like, it's crazy because he wrote that back in the 1920s, and it pretty much just talks about how a society. He based it in the future, which it's called 1984 because he was saying by 1984 things would be like this. But essentially, it was a big. There was a big brother, which was the government, and everything you did, like even within your own home, was being watched. You know, you had to follow the rules essentially, or like you would get killed.
Yeah.
And so, like, you know, I feel like it's kind of getting towards that in a way, like censorship and things of that nature. Like,
So like pretty much everything that book is describing in that story, it's kind of like getting close to what.
yeah,
what is
I would
happening
recommend
here.
it. I would really recommend reading it. 'Cause
You have to read it in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
I didn't read that
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
I didn't read it.
I think it's like a recommended reading.
Yeah.
But it's a trippy book. It's really good.
Is it like non?
It's
Is
fiction.
it, it's a fiction?
Fiction.
Yeah.
I was gonna say non-fiction, but I was like, no, it's probably fiction.
It's fiction,
It's
but I
based on
mean,
the future.
it's a really good perspective on society as a whole. And it's the thing that trips me out is like he was such a smart guy because I mean, he saw what was coming. Like I mean, like writing it at that time about the future and like how the future would look and like where
Just by
we're heading.
seeing
It's like
patterns,
yeah,
just by seeing the patterns
Yeah.
of the past, like he was able to predict.
yeah, because I mean, he didn't even have technology yet.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like back then, I think that everything was still radio. I don't even think they had TVs in the 1920s.
yeah, no.
So I mean, like, to think of that, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, that kind of reminds me of what's that one book, The Man in the High Castle?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have heard that book. It pretty much, they came out with I think Amazon Prime came out with a series on it where it was like a show based on the book, and it pretty much kind of like pictured a future if we had lost World War II and if the Japanese and Germans were like in control, and how that would look like in the States. And it seems like a good like a good theme for a movie, but all in all, it kind of like dropped the ball as far as like that show. I didn't really like it. The book was it was all right, but I'd be down to check out that book because
Yeah, no,
it sounds like pretty much like what we're going through right now. And did they have a movie about it?
I don't know if they've ever made a movie. I mean, it would definitely be a good movie if they.
I know. I was gonna say like that sounds like it would probably be a good movie too, if they ever did. But who knows? Do you guys think that the U.S. will ever fall? Because like
Absolutely.
you were saying that like the Roman Empire, even Alexander the Great, that conquered most of the known world, his empire ended up falling apart and failing, and Roman Empire and even like other major empires eventually fell. Do you guys think that pretty much the U.S. can eventually fall?
Yeah, I think so. Like what? Okay, as far as the U.S., like what do you think is their strongest suit? Like you think military wise, like you think they're maybe the best
Alliances and military.
So I think because of that, I can imagine like. Let's say go back to the whole balloon thing. I could see America pointing the finger at China, but it's like they could very well be bringing out those balloons themselves and just saying, "Hey, China's doing this," like giving a reason for war to happen.
I could see that.
You know, I could definitely see that. I mean, in the past, I feel like they've done stuff like that before, where it's like they make things happen in order for certain things to occur. Conspiracies and stuff, but you know,
a lot of people think about was it Desert Storm? Like, there's no reason for us to have been over there, but I mean,
which one was Desert Storm?
That was the early '90s. The first time we went into Iraq.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, that could be itself, but
one is. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, like, so because I think their military is their strong suit, I feel like they have a reason to, like, because I think they think the same thing, like, yeah, every single one of these great civilizations, governments, whatever you want to call it, they have fallen, so they need a reason to not fall. And if military is their strong suit, then they need to go to war. You know, I could see that being a possibility. But I don't know.
When I think it's even a deeper issue than that, like when I think about America's strong, like I do think we have a very strong military. I don't know if we would use it effectively under the current administration.
No, yeah.
But I think what really set America apart, and the concern for me is God's favor, honestly.
Yeah.
If you look at the history of America and what principles we were founded on, it was Christian Judeo values. Mm-hmm. And we're going away from that.
Yeah.
Like
exactly.
As a nation, we were like the biggest proponent of spreading the gospel. Mm-hmm. We still are, but like the values here are totally changing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And things are getting worse. And that's where I think is the biggest tipping point. Like, at what point is God going to say, like, you as a nation have turned your back on me?
Yeah.
And I think that's really going to be what collapses America.
Amen.
Yeah.
Like,
no, definitely.
And that's why I think like it could happen, like 5 years, 10 years, like, like because
I mean the way society's going right now, like that's definitely.
I mean, there was like that whole like thing that everybody was going around saying like, oh yeah, there's gonna be civil war because of like how far apart people's opinions were from each other. The left and the right will be. Yeah. Alex, what do you think?
Yeah, no, it could either be a civil war or a major war with one of the other strong powers like Russia, China, or possibly North Korea. Or there could be those alliances between those countries. And you know how the United States has alliances with a lot of Western countries or European countries and nations. So at the end of the day, yeah, like the U.S. will fall. Will it be internal or external? Who knows? I guess it's just a waiting game. And there's a lot of, I guess, you can kind of like social media. Oh, yeah. So it was going to be basically, like I said, something internal or external. But like James was saying, the United States was founded on a lot of Christian principles, and since it's straying away, it could be that it creates this like disparity, this huge like gap between the left, the right, or maybe it could be religious values, or it could be social values. It could be like yeah, it's just so many things. Like the middle class is becoming less of a middle class and more lower class. The richer or the higher class is becoming higher. It could be a lot of things. You see changes every day and every year. Like everything is going up price wise. Gas is kind of constantly going up. Food now. We've had the whole egg thing. The
water, toilet paper, eggs now. It's like
gas, everything's just going up. So it's like, and are we getting more money? Well, it's kind of hard to like keep up with all the prices going up for a lot of things. So I don't know, just time will tell.
Yeah, you said something before. You said it could either it will fall. It'll either fall like internally or externally. I think it'll probably like before it does fall externally. I think it is gonna fall internally first, because I feel like like James said, like all of these, America was founded on Christian principles and Judaism, and like now it's so far veering away that there's going to be a certain point where we don't know what we're fighting for. Like, what are we like built on? Like, what are
foundation?
What's our foundation going to be? And it's going to be so weak that we're going to fall internally before we even fall externally.
Well, yeah, like even like Jesus talked about it. He said, "A house divided against itself can't stand."
Exactly.
So it's like the more far apart we get as a nation, like with views or like I think the thing that like is sad is just like we're losing that ability to love others, like like everybody, like because it's like we're trained to like look at people like, oh, you don't think the same way as me, or you don't like the same things as me, so now we're not like we're against each other, and
we're enemies at that point.
In fact, it's like we need to learn how to bridge those gaps. Like I think that was like a beautiful thing about our government, like a democracy or a republic.
Right.
Like you look at like when they founded America, like I'm sure everybody in the room, like George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, all these guys, I'm sure that they didn't agree on every little topic or idea, but they found enough common ground to build up the laws and like we need to learn how to put our differences aside, like, but that's not what is being preached now.
That's true.
Wasn't it Reagan that was saying like if there was like an alien invasion, that's what would unify everyone? Because everyone would have a common enemy.
It's basically like what James was talking about. Like the founding fathers had a common enemy, which was the British ruling crown. And for example, another example would be like 9/11. Everybody was totally like coming together, growing as a whole right after the what had happened, and we were all like, oh, it's the Taliban, oh, it's Osama bin Laden, like he's the enemy, and it created like those days, months of prosperity and people working together, and like everyone was like, yeah, let's do something about this. And George Bush was able to like kind of like get everyone hyped up and like let's go to war,
rally
blah blah
blah.
So that's kind of like, I think you could always see that. And also like World War II, Roosevelt was also able to like say like, hey, let's get into the war. At first they were like neutral, like we're not going to get into this war with Nazi Germany, Japan, and Italy. And then after Pearl Harbor, it was like, oh, you know what, like the US was totally on board, like we're going to do it. Everyone was totally like, let's do this together. We're more unified. we're content. We're gonna work together for a common goal, and which was this enemy. You know, there's always that, you know, enemy that kind of unifies the U.S. So
I just had an idea. Like, so World War II, like you think about how much things have changed since World War II. Like if World War III were to happen today, like, do you think it would be more physical, like boots on the ground fighting, or do you think
Nukes.
it would be
Cyber?
more like
No, I don't
like
think nukes.
technological, like
Yeah.
shutting down like security
Drones.
systems
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff, like
Power outages.
Like how do you think that would look?
Food
Like,
supply,
freezing,
food supply,
freezing banks,
communication.
like, you know, stuff like that.
I think it's just be nukes. Everyone has nukes now.
Yeah,
No, but
no
if you think about it,
at that point.
yeah, if that's like game over for everyone.
Everyone.
Because
Yeah.
if you think about like if I have a gun and you have a gun, and I know if you pull
I'll
your
shoot my
trigger, if you pull your trigger, I'm gonna pull my trigger. So we're not gonna pull the trigger.
yeah.
We're never gonna want to pull the trigger. The
like the
moment
Cold
that
War.
someone actually pulls
That was
the
basically
trigger,
the Cold War.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the moment someone actually pulls the trigger, then like, oh man, bullets are gonna go flying everywhere. But I think what would trigger it more, it's gonna be something along the line of like communication is down.
Yeah.
So cell phones, internet, all that stuff,
Yeah.
power.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cyber
food
war.
supplies.
Cyber war.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cyber war. It's gonna drones are gonna be flying around, dropping bombs, but it's not gonna be ultimately.
I mean, think
boots
about it.
on the ground style
They
like
can-
World War II.
As of right, I think as of right now, like we're able to send planes without people, you know, drones essentially,
Yeah.
and those drones without, you know, obviously if it dies, it dies.
And we're talking thousands of miles.
Thousands of
Like,
miles across the world just to, you know, destroy cities, you know. So it's scary, but it's like
It's true.
we can do it, so can they.
Yeah,
You know?
that's true.
Yeah.
What do you think would happen? Like, what would we do? That's I think that I kind of want to hear from everybody, as far as like, what if everything went down today? What would you do, Alex? What would you do? Like, if like you just heard
The U.S. is
the
going to
U.S.
war.
is being like bombed, they're going to war, but like it's kind of like everyone's blasting everyone.
No, I'm just gonna go home and sleep, dude. I'm like, well, if I die, I die.
No, I mean like what's your plan? Like if like power outages, like the whole shebang, like it's not like you're gonna go to work tomorrow. Like I'm talking about like
Well, it's
full on-
Saturday, so I hope
It's
I wouldn't
almost-
go
it's
to work
almost-
tomorrow.
That's
Like, I'm
OT.
like,
That's OT. That's
Oh no, I'm all right
I'll,
with the
I'll give you an
OT right now.
example. It's kind of like
Thomas Fires.
The Last of Us, the beginning of the show.
Well, the beginning of the show kind of jumps from one scene to the other, where it's like 13 years or 10 years.
Well, no, I'm
into
not
the
talking
future.
about the 13 years. I'm talking about like the first few scenes where it's like there's car accidents, there's like power outages, there's the whole shebang.
There's traffic.
Like, what would you do?
know, and all that.
I guess take my truck, go home, get my guns ready, and just defend my home. And I guess with my family, we'll have to stockpile like food and water, and just wait it out and see what happens.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was
Wait.
like, go to the store and try to get as much food as possible, get some waters, and then just go like get the guns and either meet up here, have someone meet up somewhere else, like just like kind of like everybody spread out, grab some food, bring it back over here, and just like we're gonna bunker down for a
But think
bit.
about that.
I think
Like
that's the word I
if
was
that's-
thinking.
if-
Bunker down.
Bunker down.
if that's your mindset, say everybody's mindset is like that. Now you're having to fight people just to get the materials that you want to get, just to get the supplies that you want to get, and that is where like you're
risking. Yeah, I know.
risking,
You're putting yourself at risk. Like,
Like,
if you
at
go
this
to
point-
a Vons or a grocery store or something like that, and there's people that are like fighting out
Yeah.
in there for
because
the
like,
last
they
box
want
of
to survive.
cereal.
You want to survive.
Like, okay, well, what are you gonna do? You're gonna try to wait it out and like not have any
at
food,
that
or
point, no, I'm just saying like at that point it's like there's probably a higher possibility that you die there than for the country or whatever enemy is to even take a shot at you.
so what would you do? Just try to survive.
Oh,
with whatever?
I'm not saying I disagree with you. I completely agree with you. I'm just saying like that just shows like the enemy doesn't even need to take a shot.
Well, I mean, like
and
what?
already we'd be
Yeah, we're scrambling.
We'd be destroying ourselves internally.
Yeah, that's
you know.
true.
Yeah.
I mean, what happened with COVID? Like, dude, there was
Yeah.
lines for days just with
Mm-hmm.
water and toilet paper.
Which is It's still crazy.
It's crazy.
Why toilet paper?
That's why I'm already stockpiling food and guns.
The rations.
And
The ration.
Have you had dehydrated ice cream?
I have not.
Oh,
I think
it's
me and Alex were
bomb.
gonna buy it at
It's bomb.
Big Five, right?
Dehydrate- What is
Yeah,
that?
it's like you know like how they have ration packs and stuff.
The
like
MREs?
camping, like MREs, yeah, stuff for like
Is it
when you're out in the
so?
wild.
It's dehydrated. So what
It
does that
tastes
even
like a
mean?
regular ice. I don't know. It just kind of tastes like a regular
cookie?
ice cream. Kind of, yeah. And it tastes like a regular ice cream sandwich.
But it doesn't need to be in the cold or
No,
anything? Really?
they're like packaged.
Huh.
I don't know what the process is like to get it that way, but
How healthy do you think that is?
extremely unhealthy. I would
Yeah.
imagine.
It's mainly like if
'Cause
you're gonna go camping,
It's just like
right?
sugar. Yeah.
Yeah, just get
Yeah.
some sugar in your system.
I wonder, like, so, like, what about those MRAs? Like, obviously, like, people in the military have to take them, or like.
Alex,
tell
did you
some
ever eat
stuff.
one?
Yeah, we had some.
Yeah.
It was just most of them you would just have to add
Water. Right?
water to them because they're dehydrated, and then they just put them in the packaging. But like it was whatever. It wasn't like flavorful. You just have to sometimes like add
It was just
salt and
substance.
pepper, or you would mix up like a couple, and that was pretty much it. Yeah, it was just for food, like
It's just to keep you going.
Keep your belly
calories
full.
basically, and
Calories to keep you going.
change it up a bit. But for the most part, it was like whatever.
But
Actually,
was it healthy or no?
I mean, it wasn't
Technically.
unhealthy, but it wasn't healthy, so it's whatever.
Yeah, just calories, I guess.
dude, I've actually been looking into like a whole every single episode I see from The Last of Us. I keep going on like Amazon and like looking up like different things that I can be buying.
A bug
Like,
out bag.
Yeah, like full on
Yeah.
extra flashlights, lighters, pretty much spare food. They actually sell boxes of water in bags, like that you could store in like the garage, and it's just like they last for like X amount of time. The food lasts like 25 plus years, so it's like all that stuff. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna start buying some of that stuff. I already have some of it, but I'm like, you never know. You never know. I kind of want to.
Yeah, be tight.
It would be tight.
Get a bunker down in your garage.
Make the garage a bunker.
Yeah, you'd have to go underground. Like
Start digging, breaking concrete. Start digging. Make a little tunnel. Escape to the street.
Then that tunnel connects to my backyard pool,
Oh,
and then the pool opens up, and the helicopter comes out.
yeah.
My sniper time.
Bruce Wayne over here.
That clip.
Bruce Banner, yeah.
That clip that we made for like the backyard clubhouse actually got a lot of views.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't seen the clip.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously I remember it from the podcast, but
All right, guys. Thank you for tuning in to UNFC. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Show us some support. Help us out so that we can get to our goal of 200,000 views. We're right there. We're so close to 200,000 views as a channel. We're at, I think, like somewhere around 193,000. So we're so close to hitting that 200,000 view mark. So go ahead and hit subscribe. Help us out. Get us to 200,000 views. And stay tuned for next episode.
hit that bell notification
And hit
dude.
that bell
Come on.
notification. Support
Get
us.
going, man.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Love you. Oh, this is awkward.
That's Jonah. Later.
Bye.